Welcome to the channel, guys. My name is Jess. So Bitcoin has just printed a massively bullish signal on both the daily and higher time frame charts, with 72k set as the next target. Let's dive into the charts today to talk about the recent price action, the daily candle close, and the high time frame charts, as well as what it means and what you need to look out for next. Before we get into all that though, make sure you guys smash that like button and subscribe to the channel to get regular Bitcoin analysis every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. If you're after more content, be sure to check out my free Telegram channel, and if you're looking to check out my VIP channel, you can get more details over here. VIP gives you exclusive access to my personal trading setups with exact entry points, targets, and stop losses. Alrighty guys, so diving into the charts, let's go ahead and talk about our most recent daily candle close. So the candle close itself was around $69,000 over here, and most of that bullish rally was actually from just this morning alone, where from 6 a.m. onwards we rallied about 1.5%. Naturally, we saw a huge spike in liquidations, nearly 130% spike in liquidations, most of which, of course, were on the short side, with nearly $100 million in shorts liquidated in the last 24 hours. 24-hour volume is up by 65% and open interest as well by nearly 5%. So things are definitely picking up here in the market, and this most recent daily candle close was exceptionally important. So in my last video, we spoke about how, or I spoke about how we really needed to see Bitcoin, after breaking out of this massive descending channel formation, break into this horizontal range of resistance over here, right? Because we had structural confirmation of a bullish continuation because we broke out of our structure, but we still needed that horizontal trigger point to facilitate an immediate bullish rally. And that is exactly what we have finally gotten in this most recent daily candle close. So after entering into this, liquidity zone, or this zone of resistance, we can now expect a bullish continuation to retest this strong high level of resistance here at $72,000, and then on to continue it to 73,000, and then fulfill eventually the measured move of our range, being the height of this descending channel or bull flag pattern, taking us up to $84,000. If we move over onto the 3-day candle close as well, once again it was exceptionally bullish. Again, I spoke about it in my last video. This is kind of like a bit of a lead on in prior's episode. Our 3-day candle close was, again, same $69,000, but most importantly, we broke above the 3-day Gaussian channel over here, which has historically represented a massive level of resistance, where breaking above on the 3-day time frame tends to result in a high time frame bullish continuation, particularly, again, more importantly, because we've broken out of our structure. Right over here, we broke above that Gaussian channel, but we still had that structural resistance and a horizontal resistance over here. But after breaking out of the structure, we have bullish confirmation that we should be moving upwards, and breaking out of the Gaussian channel here. As we've seen in the past, we can expect a macro bullish continuation. Earlier on in October, we saw 143% breaking above the Gaussian channel, 50% nearly over here. 2021, we saw a 40% increase as deviation from the, pi cycle high at 60k, and of course in 2020 we saw a 87% rally in the price of Bitcoin, breaking above the Gaussian channel over here. So now that we've talked about what the most recent daily and 3-day candle close means and its macro bullish implications, let's talk about what's next on the more immediate time frame, it being our key resistances here, moving into that 72k first target, and the key levels of support that we have moving forward that are going to facilitate that continued bullish move, and therefore that we can also look out for to signal a potential reversal. Before we get into the rest of the video, guys, let's hear a quick word from our sponsor, BTC. We can get 15% off all of your trading fees and up to $5,500 in sign-up rewards when you create your free account using the link down in my description box. BTC is an emerging cryptocurrency exchange committed to providing you with a secure, convenient, and highly functional trading and investment platform. Available across all countries as a non-KYC exchange, get global access to over 150 trading pairs with minimal fees on both spot and futures contracts. Join today to get $5,500 in sign-up rewards, and get 15% off all of your trading fees by signing up using the link in my bio, or by using the code 1GG3 when you create your account. Continuing on with our daily chart analysis, we can see that as we move into this liquidity zone here between $68.5 to $72,000, we are approaching these micro levels of resistance within that zone. Now, the first one of those sits right here, right at 69,000 to $70,000. That is when the end of that resistance range is. And we can see it acting as a level of resistance in the past. Over here, this rejection leading to a further correction downwards. And once again, over here in the prior range high retest. So this range high retest to break above is very important, because then we finally confirm that Bitcoin is exiting the downtrend that we have exhibited over the last 8 months. We have stopped printing these lower highs here on the charts, and finally breaking above 70,000, we will start to begin to print a higher high here, meaning that Bitcoin is in an upward trajectory, or like an uptrending trajectory here on the high time frame for the first time within that 8-month period, which is absolutely huge, right? And as we approach this level of resistance, our key level of support that's going to facilitate this continued move upwards is this horizontal one right here at $68,300. So if we move over onto the shorter time frame charts for a second, the end of that resistance, just to reiterate, is here at around 70,000. Let me just draw that in, right? That's the end of that resistance zone. And then we have our key base of support, that horizontal level here at 68.3 thousand. This territory between those two levels there, that is our current chop zone. That is the level that we are currently consolidating within. We're in holding support and continuing in our weekly uptrend here exhibited on the hourly time frame. We can expect a bullish continuation to break above resistance, where a daily candle close above $70,000 is going to take Bitcoin to go on to continue to move upwards into the upper end of that range of resistance, starting at 71.5 to 72,000 to go on to retest that strong high. In the circumstance that we do end up losing this base of support here at $68.3 thousand on the short time frame in the daily chart, what we can then expect is a move down to retest the range high of our macro structure over here. That trend line sitting at around 67,600 to 67,300, obviously depending on where we test the downtrend, sorry. And so on the short time frame, what that would look like is then a ranged continuation to, first of all, this level here, 67,600, the base of which exists over here, and potentially this lower level over here, all of which could potentially be the top of that downtrend on the macro charts, obviously, again, depending on where on earth we end up going on to retest it. Falling below that, however, and falling back into the range, that is when things start to look genuinely bearish once again, because we've had essentially a failed breakout here on the high time frame charts and a move back into that structure. And so on the short time frame, we can expect a move then to retest 66.7k support, and then filling this volume gap below that to retest $66,000. Keep in mind though, we do have a lot of support here at these levels. Not only do we have our structural support here via our uptrend, sorry, I don't even know what happened there. Our short time frame structural support over here. We have our high time frame structural support being that 66.7k region, right? Our macro structure. We have horizontal support, and then also if we go ahead and go back into that 3-day time frame, that Gaussian channel level over here, if we go on to retest the Gaussian channel as a base of support at 68.7, that has perfect confluence with where our current short time frame uptrend exists. So another level of confluence supporting that Bitcoin should be in a bullish trajectory over here. But even if we do end up chopping, and lose our uptrend, as long as we don't lose this horizontal level here, we're still in that neutral zone, which can facilitate a bullish continuation. Alrighty guys, that is all the analysis that I have for you today. If you enjoyed the video or you learned something, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you're after even more content, be sure to check out my free Telegram for daily updates as well as crypto and economic news. And if you're interested in my VIP channel, you can get more details over here. VIP gives you exclusive access to my personal trading setups with exact entry points, targets, and stop losses. And if you are a trader, don't forget to sign up down below to BitUnex to get 15% off all of your trading fees. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!